How's it going, guys? I hope you're all having a good day today. Today I wanted to hop on, do a quick video on Duolingo. This one's getting absolutely hammered. As you can see, today it's down 9%, back down under 110 per share. Year to date, it's getting hammered, down nearly 40% from 175 down to $110 per share. Past 6 months, it's down almost 70%. So that's quite the haircut. Going back to the IPO price in 2021, it was 100 and I think it was 130, yeah, $134 and some change. Now it's significantly below that. It's now down 20% from the IPO price. While at the same time, you're looking at some of the fundamentals here. Let's look at just the revenues. I mean, they were doing 70 million in revenue. Now they're doing 690 million in revenue. So the company is headed in the right direction, but the market is not giving it a good bid today. I just kind of wanted to, take a look at some things, pull back the curtains, see what I really think about the stock, if I plan on selling out, adding more, what the plan is with this one. It's one of the most talked about stocks that I've seen recently on places like X and YouTube. You either love it or you hate it. So first of all, I asked Gemini this, or I just typed it in Google. I said, what is the biggest struggle for people trying to learn a new language? And it said the biggest struggles in learning a new language are maintaining consistent long-term motivation, overcoming the fear of making mistakes while speaking, and finding enough time to practice. So basically, this is what Duolingo has figured out. The market thinks that people are going to, instead of using Duolingo like they have been, as you can see from, where's the active users? Daily active users. I mean, it's up, it's 8.4 million a couple years ago. Now it's at 37 million. So it's obviously taking off. So many people are using it now. It's gained so much popularity. But the market is saying that AI is basically going to teach people new languages, that or they're not going to want to learn new languages. And I just don't think that's true. What Duolingo has figured out is they have basically gamified the learning to where you hop on, they have the streaks, you hop on every day, or at least every few days. You do a quick lesson for 3 to 5 minutes. You really focus in, and it's great learning. You can ask anyone that's used the app. It's really quality. Sure, it's may not be as good as a personal tutor or something, but it's something easy, and you don't even have to pay if you just want to do a little bit here and there every day. So you don't need the subscription, but that's what reels people in. And the people that are saying that people are just going to translate their way through life, that's not going to happen. If you live in a foreign country and you want to come to the United States for business or just to live in the United States, or if you want to move away, if you want to move into a Spanish-speaking country from the United States, you're going to want to actually have, sure, you're not going to learn the whole language on Duolingo, but you're going to want to have something, a foundation to build off of. Learning a language takes often years and years of time, especially to get the full language down. So before you dive in head first, you're really going to want, basically a tutor in your pocket that you pull out a couple times a day or once a day, and you learn a quick lesson. It's fun, it's interactive, it keeps you coming back with a streak, and it does teach you. You learn a lot, so I don't think it's going anywhere. AI, sure, it has all the definitions, it has all the translations, it has everything you want, but it's not engaging. The Duolingo has gamified it so much to where, sure, you may have the same answers to translations if you just typed it into Google, or if you just, chat GPT'd it, whatever. But you're not going to learn. You're not going to be engaged. To learn something, this goes back to school. To learn something, you really have to be engaged and you have to want to learn. Using chat GPT or Google to translate, I see that as just reading straight out of the textbook, where if I was to learn with Duolingo, that would be, having a teacher or some real experience, is kind of the way I see the difference. So I don't think it's going anywhere. The numbers don't show it. Just here, let me hide the stock price really quick. The revenues, I mean, they're skyrocketing. And let's just look at the users. We have monthly active users. So this is the amount of people that use it at least once a month. It's growing on average 31% every year since 2020, which is phenomenal. They had 37 million monthly users back then. Now they're up to 135 million. This is 2025. This is only 5 years later. And the market is so big. There's no second place to Duolingo. I can't even name the second place player in like an online language learning app website, service, whatever you want to call it. I mean, there's no one even close. So they have an insane market share. I believe for the online language learning, they have close to 80, I think it's 70+% of the total market share, which is phenomenal. And they're now expanding into, they're expanding from just languages now into, they teach math now, which is, something that people really enjoy learning. And this doesn't have to be, even with the languages, it doesn't have to be something that you don't have to learn for you to want to learn. Like, I do things all the time. I know everyone does. Where they learn things. Like I watch old documentaries on, World War II, World War I. I just learn things because I want to. I read books. I want to learn. People are going to want to learn in the future. They're not going to want to live through a chatbot like the market is pricing in. So we have monthly users. Oh yeah, I don't know what I just said they're getting into. But they're getting into math, chess, and music. 3 great verticals. I believe chess is like, they said something in the last earning report where chess is like skyrocketing. It's taking off since they introduced it. But anyways, I wish we had a KPI for that. But there's the monthly users. Here's the daily active users. I believe, yeah, this one's going up even more, which is more important because these are the people that are often going to be subscribing. They're going to be on the app more. So that's going to lead to more penetration to actually converting free users to subscribers. So we're seeing 46% CAGR over the past 5 years. We had 8.4 million daily active users. Now we're above 50. Yeah, it's just, they're really executing. They're like they said in the last earnings call, they go through phases where they focus on penetrating to subscribers. And they said now they're going to transition on, teaching better and getting more people on the platform, even if they're free users, because in the end, down the road, that leads to revenue, that leads to free cash flow, that leads to EPS. That's the goal. I mean, they want to they want to teach, but they also want to provide a great business for the shareholders and for themselves. So let's look at the diluted EPS. This is a one-time tax hit or tax benefit, so I'm going to take that out. But as you can tell, they reached profitability. They were, losing. They had negative net income. They were losing money. They took off, and it's taken off like a rocket. They went from Q4 2023 to Q2 2025, which is what, like 7 quarters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 quarters. They went from 0.4 or 40 cents of diluted EPS per share. Now they're up to $2.40, which is, I mean, that's incredible. Let's see what the CAGR on that is. Where are we at? That CAGR is 264% per year. That's unrealistic, but that's what it is. Their margins are expanding. Let's go back to this. But yeah, this one candle right here. Don't even look at it. It's a one-time tax benefit, which it is money into the company. The balance sheet looks great now. Yeah, let me pull that up. Let's look at the EV to operating cash flow. This is one of my favorite metrics to look at. And then let's hide the diluted EPS. Let's get rid of these. Yeah, I mean, look at how cheap the company has gotten. It was trading down, it traded down in August 24, down to a 26 EV to operating cash flow. Now it's at 11. That is so low. It's priced for failure now. We could look at free cash flow. We could look at revenues. It's just simply up and to the right. Yeah, with everything. Free cash flow, 96% CAGR. That's a little unrealistic because they weren't having much free cash flow at all back here. But revenues, 45% CAGR for the past 5 years. Let's see what it looks like if we bring it down to the past year. 40% for revenue, 63% for free cash flow. And the thing is priced now at 11 EV to operating cash flow, which is just so cheap. Let's go over here. Let's do a projection. We'll do it on cash flows. $7.66 in the last 12 months. That puts them at a 7% yield. They do have a lot of stock-based comp. So that's actually, after dilution, it's closer to like a 4.5 yield. So let's just say they're growing at 45%. Let's say they slow down. So maybe, people stop using the service. People, maybe they hit their market, even though I think they have so much more to take, especially considering all the other verticals that they're introducing now with chess, math, all the other things that are coming in the future. And let's put them at a 4.5 free cash flow yield. It's at a 7. Let's put them at a 4.5, you know, and you're getting 36% returns per year. That would put us 5 years out, Q1 2020, or sorry, Q1 2031, $520 a share. I've been buying this thing since roughly $200. I think my first shares, I bought it like $215. I bought like 5 shares. I bought another 5 at $175. I bought another 5 at $150. I bought another 5 at $125. I bought like 2 shares the other day when it was close to $110. Now it's under $110. It just keeps dropping. We really have to see something slow down. I know they guided kind of weak. Doesn't mean they can't beat it. And they said their focus is on teaching better. They're not focused on getting everyone piled onto the app right now with focusing on advertisements, marketing, stuff like that. So, but that's going to come. It's a cycle. So, and their slowing is like 30% growth. So, I mean, it's truly phenomenal. Let's say, you know, what if they keep up their, you know, they're growing at 45. Let's say they grow at 35. You know, they slow down slightly. If you're growing free cash flow per share at 35%, you know, your yield should be like, honestly, it should be below. It should be something like this. This is what it should be. We should be seeing returns like this if they don't slow down. But let's say, you know, the market still has a stink and they're, you know, whatever. They still don't like Duolingo 5 years from now. They would have to put some respect on them. If they continue to grow at 35% every year, you're gonna at least have like a 4. I would expect a 3.5 is very, very conservative for this. And you're seeing a share price close to $1,000. So I am buying Duolingo. I'm gonna continue holding. The earnings report is coming up, I believe, later this month. That'll be very exciting. I'll go through the conference call, see what they have to say. But a lot of people are panicking on this one, as you could tell. That it just doesn't catch a break. It's down, it's down, it's down. Software as a whole is getting sold off today. I think the software ETF, IGV, it's down like 4% on the day. So obviously Duolingo is getting a bad bid. They're starting to group in things like S&P Global and Moody's into the software sell-off. People are truly scared of AI. I don't know who they think the new business is that's going to come in and take everyone's lunch from them, but they're really, really scared. The valuations out there are insane. I've seen some of the greatest deals that I've seen, honestly, cheaper than what I was seeing in April in a lot of markets, especially in software. So, but yeah, that's it. I really just wanted to hop on, go over Duolingo a little bit. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions about Duolingo or anything else in the comments. Make sure to subscribe on the way out. Yeah, and that's it. Have a good one.